Hey guys, it's Graham. Welcome back to another Amazon video. Today I will be discussing the results of two different launches I ran, one on Viral Launch, one on ZonJump, and I'll be letting you guys know if launches still work. I've been hearing this rumor a lot recently. Apparently in a lot of these Facebook groups, there's been people saying that they don't work anymore, so I'll be talking about that. And as a side note, I've been hearing, that launches don't work anymore for probably a year or year and a half, or for as long as I knew what a launch was. So I'll be discussing that, and then I'll be comparing the results of my two launches that I did, one with Viral Launch, one with ZonJump. So hope you guys enjoy. Stay tuned. Okay, so for those of you guys who don't know what a launch is when it comes to launching an Amazon product, you are essentially giving your product away at a discounted price in order to achieve some sales velocity. And the idea of this is to rank your products for certain keywords or multiple keywords being what the customer is typing in when they are searching your product. People tend to target these launches towards either their main targeted keyword, which would be the one that the highest percentage of people are searching up when they're looking for a product on Amazon, when they're looking to buy. But then again, some people will try to do launches for a little bit less competitive keywords that are easier to rank for because not quite as many people are selling on that keyword. So where people get this data from is different websites. Helium 10 is one where you can use, I can't remember exactly what it's called, but you can literally go in there, search your keyword, and they will recommend how many units you should give away targeting a certain keyword in order to rank like top 3 or something like that. So I know Helium 10 does that. I believe Viral Launch, this website that we're on right now, also does it. You can also set up some sort of consultation if you're going to be running a launch with Viral Launch, and they will recommend how many units to give away. But there's no exact science to how much units to give away. Everyone kind of has their own ideas, and a lot of people kind of go with the flow. So if they achieve their desired rankings, they will stop their giveaway because obviously you're losing money on every product that you give away if you're giving away at like a 90% discount or so. So with that all prefaced, hopefully that has answered some of the basics. Let's move on into the first section, which is, do launches work? So I did launch two products, one on Viral Launch, one on ZonJump. I had varying results, but this was only about a month ago, so it's currently middle of November. I ran both of these launches early to mid-October, so it was only a month ago, and when I ran them, I did notice that I was ranked much better, one more than the other, but I can dispel the myth that launches don't work because they do. My keyword rankings went so much higher than they were, and yeah, that's proof enough to me that launches still work. So whenever you hear a lot of these rumors, it's usually the blind leading the blind in these Facebook groups. So yeah, don't listen to them. Launches work. I've had success with them, and they're probably my favorite way to rank a product because it's quick, it's easy, and it's much cheaper than some other methods. Okay, so launches work. We've determined that. Now I'm going to give you guys a breakdown of my Viral launch, and then I'll talk about my ZonJump launch. So there are some differences here. With Viral Launch, the one we're on right now, with this astronaut here doing the stretches and whatnot, you can look at their home. Hopefully this doesn't show my products, otherwise I'll have to blur it out. We're on the home page. They have a bunch of different tools that you can use to help you with your Amazon business, although Viral Launch tends to be very expensive. So I did launch a product that was already selling for about a year, and I wanted to boost its keyword ranking for one of the main keywords on a fairly competitive keyword on a fairly competitive product. So I did end up giving away about 140 units over 9 days, which isn't crazy high, but that's quite a lot of lost money in inventory. So what happened during the launch? To start out, nothing happened. About the first 3 days, I was giving away like 20 units, all targeted on one keyword. If you guys are going through to set up a launch, it'll ask you, do you want to target one keyword or several? You will enter in whichever keyword you want to rank for, and all of the sales will be attributed through that keyword using some advanced URL techniques that I'll probably show in another video. But essentially, first 3 days of targeting all my sales, I think it was 20 a day at the start, on one keyword, didn't see much effect. But by about day 4 or 5, I started to climb in the rankings. And by day 6 or 7, I was quite high. So I went from probably middle or bottom of page 2 to about 8th place on page 1. But this only lasted for day 6 and 7. And then before day 8 and 9, I actually fell back down the rankings despite still giving away products targeted at my keywords. So the way I did it was one that Viral Launch recommends, where you give away a lot at the start and then some during the middle and then a lot at the end again. I tried to do that. However, on those last 2 days where I was supposed to give away a lot of units again, I don't think Viral Launch had enough buyers wanting to buy the product, because they had already had 120 people for the first 7 days buy the product, and then I guess nobody, or there wasn't as much demand for my product in those last 2 days, so I wasn't actually able to give away the full 20 units on those last 2 days like I planned. So unfortunately, on those last 2 days, I fell back down to about the top of page 2, and I've kind of stuck there ever since. My sales have been better because I lowered my price. I'm still trying to get that product ranked higher, but overall I was not very pleased that the launch didn't seem to have very much effect, because the keyword ranking rose for a bit and then it dropped right back down. However, I must disclaim that this product has been selling for a year. It used to have good sales ranking and data, and then over the last 6 months or so, there's been more competitors and I've been pushed out of my keyword rankings, and the product was not selling well. So it does have a lot of poor sales data behind it, whereas if you launch a new product and you start selling it right away, the launches tend to work better because the only sales data they have to show you is based on that short time span, which is when you're giving away all these products. So you're flying off the shelves right from the start, and the only sales data they have to rank your product is basically based on good sales data, because you're giving away so many and all on these single keywords, and the conversion rate is so good. So I do want to admit that it likely didn't work that well, simply because I could have given away more or for a longer time, or just had better sales data before I ran the launch. And I do think that my prior sales history held this launch back, just because I've heard a lot of other people that are trying to increase the rankings on an existing product have a much harder time launching their product to the top compared to, say, a product that's brand new. And it's kind of unexplainable, but new products are much easier to launch than old ones. So overall, if you want me to just give the basic notes, it was an existing product. I launched it about a year after I had been selling, and momentarily the keyword ranking got much better, and then by the end it fell back down to about where it was and didn't really do very much good. So, basically gave away a bunch of units without seeing a huge increase in my keyword ranking. However, my keyword ranking is a little bit better now, so maybe it has some effect. But the way I chalk it up is that launching an old product isn't nearly as good as launching a new product. And I'm going to explain that to you with ZonJump here. So ZonJump, basically the same idea. However, you're not paying a one flat rate like Viral Launch charges. In the US, I think Viral Launch charges like $400. ZonJump pays, or they charge you per coupon. So if you want to give away 100 units, they're going to charge you like $1.20 a coupon or something like that. So if you only want to give away, say, 50 units, maybe 10 a day for 5 days, it's only going to cost you like $60. So it's a lot more cost effective than Viral Launch if you're giving away, a smaller amount of inventory. However, ZonJump has had some issues lately of the buyers on their buyer site reselling your product. So essentially, if you're giving it away at 90% off, these people are going to buy it for, $1 or something, and then they're going to send it into FBA on your listing and sell it for $15 or whatever you're selling it for, and they're going to profit off of it. So be aware that some people on ZonJump are doing that for profit. After I ran my launch on this new product, for about the next 2 weeks, there would be occasional sellers popping up on my listing, but I came to accept that. That is what happens with ZonJump, and the price to pay for that was worth it for the fact that it ranked me off the start and I didn't have to pay an outrageous amount for ZonJump. So what I did is I gave away about 110 units over 8 days, something like that. I can't remember the exact numbers, and I don't want to look at my product and have to blur it out for you guys. I did give away at about a 92% discount, and every single day all of the coupons pretty much got used except for the very last day where they weren't able to fulfill every order. So they did a little bit better job of actually giving away the amount of units that I wanted them to give out, except for that last day, like I said. So that was a bit unfortunate. However, okay, so what happened with this launch? This was a brand new product, like I said. So Viral Launch was an old existing product, and it didn't have very good of an effect. With this new product, I decided to target the number 2 keyword, so the second most searched keyword for my new product. I didn't want to go after the first one because it was quite competitive, and I knew if I ranked for the number 2 keyword, I would still get some sales, and it would be much easier to boost myself to the top of the search results for that one keyword. So what happened? After the 7th day, I was ranked number 1 for the keyword that I targeted, which was amazing. I couldn't believe how well it worked. But like I said, this was a fairly easy keyword to rank for. I definitely wouldn't have made it to the number 1 spot for the main keyword, but I was happy to make it to number 1 spot for the second keyword, where I still get, maybe 3 to 5 sales a day from that keyword would be my guess. So overall, the price that I paid was worth it. Now, like I said, this product launch worked really, really well. I, of course, lost a good chunk of money because I paid for 110 units or something like that, times about $1 per giveaway for ZonJump. So, $110, $120-ish dollars I paid. I can't remember exactly. And then I also had to give away that many units for free. So, the product cost plus the fees that you pay on every single sale on Amazon. So, you do go into a launch knowing you're going to lose money. I was okay with that. But the fact that I ranked number 1 for the keyword I targeted, I was blown away, super happy. I was okay with the fact that there were some hijackers that bought it and then resold it on my listing and profited. I didn't really care. I was just trying to rank for the keywords and take whatever financial hit that came along with that. And then it was much nicer to only pay like $110 versus Viral Launch would have been about $400. I actually, with Viral Launch, side note, I did get it for free because I signed up way back in the day when they were doing launches for free. So disregard, the prices are higher now, but I got the Viral Launch for free. That's why I decided to do that launch. But either way, ZonJump worked really well. I ranked number 1 for that keyword. I now sit at number 2 or 3 for the keyword that I targeted, but that kind of makes sense. The guy that ranks number 1 sells way more than me because he's also ranked number 1 for the main keyword, and he has a lot of reviews and I have less than 10, so it does make sense. But overall, I'm very pleased with ZonJump, and then Viral Launch, I just don't think it worked because it was an existing product that had poor sales data. Or not poor sales data, but just not good enough to warrant ranking in the top 5 or so. And overall, that's really all I have to go on. In the future, I will always be using ZonJump. The fact that it costs less and I had so much success with it makes me want to use it again, but that's not discrediting Viral Launch, because I think they're an amazing company. I love their podcast. Their data is top notch. It's just, I sell less competitive products that probably don't warrant paying $400 for a launch or $500 or whatever the cost is on Viral Launch. So I hope I pretty much explained everything for you guys there. You guys can come here, check out ZonJump, check out Viral Launch. I'm going to look. It looks like they do have an affiliate program, so I might throw a discount code for ZonJump in the description. If Viral Launch has one, I'll do that too. Feel free to use those affiliate programs if you guys are interested. And I'd probably receive some sort of commission, and you guys would probably receive some sort of discount. I don't know. But I'll link those below, so if you guys are interested, please check those out. Oh, another quick thing. You can come here to zondeals.com and come check out the products that they are currently giving away. So I don't know the exact methods for the way they give away these products. I think the majority of them are just from this deal site and then their Facebook page or something like that. But you can kind of see what type of products people are giving away and the discounts they're giving. So it's a good way to come check out, exactly what people are doing. There's all types of random products. I wouldn't recommend copying anyone's products because they're 3 months ahead of you in terms of getting their product to market. But it's a good idea if you just want, some random ideas or want to look at, maybe even getting some discounted products. I know some people are giving away stuff for 95% off or stuff like that, so you can come take advantage of that. Might as well do it. But yeah, that is going to end the video. I hope that gave you a little bit of insight. I don't know the exact methods they use for ranking. However, I think most of it revolves around having an existing buyers group that love to buy highly discounted products. They run your product through a 2-step URL targeting your keyword, and all these sales attribute to higher keyword rankings for that keyword. If you guys have any questions that I didn't cover, I'm happy to answer them below, because the whole idea of launches is quite complicated, and I'm happy to answer as much as I can. And I hope this video gave you guys some value. If it did, give me a thumbs up. Let me know in the comments. I like reading all your guys' comments. I feel really passionate about my YouTube followers these days, and I want to keep convincing myself to put out more content. So every time you guys like and comment, it gives me more reason to talk about Amazon more on YouTube. So yeah, I've rambled for long enough. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a good day. See you guys.